So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. Watch out.
Off the play fake, Purdy. He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
2nd and 3 now.
Outside. Watch out.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they find him after just a yard. It's 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Purdy on 3rd and 1. Ooh, put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that brings up 4th and short. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Pulled in at the 20. To the house, touchdown Carolina! The Panthers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. So after giving up the punt return score, Brock, let's see if they can answer on a different type of return. Gorindo to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Gorindo on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Here he goes on the bootleg. Headed out right. Run right. Throw it deep down the side. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone.
Get set, get set. Stop.
They toss to McCaffrey running left. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Watch out.
From the gun is Purdy. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Get set, get set. Watch out.
On 3rd down, Purdy. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. George Kittle, the touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with. I think of the receivers, they got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Cut.
They're going to run it. This is Trevor Etienne. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Set. Cut. 33. Yellow. Set.
Young working from the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. 4th down coming up. Carolina in punt formation. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Outside. Punish. Cut.
Purdy setting up that play action. Rushed out of the pocket. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Get set. Get set. Up.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Yellow. Line.
Here's Etienne to begin the drive. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. From the pistol, it's Young. Bails out of the pocket quick. Connects on the crosser. This is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that out.
Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, that's what you call making the best out of a pretty messy situation. You hate to give the ball away, but that's a tremendous effort to bring the defender down right away and minimize the damage with very little return.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Purdy on the play action. Rolling out to his left. Finds him on the crossing route. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's caught by Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Outside.
On the counter, McCaffrey. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby, but he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the bat.
Saw that screen coming, and there for the interception. J.C. Horn to pick it off. 30. Gets the 10. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-six touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here at the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. After the pick, Purdy back to the air. On the move, headed right. This is reeled in by Juwan Jennings. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion, it made so much more out of it in all the extra yardage.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Purdy on first down. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. It's a 14-7 game. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They'll have 2nd and 7 to deal with. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. He's able to drive that final about a yard. That stop made by Derek Brown.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Throwing now from the gun. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Purdy. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
To the air, 3rd and long. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time. You look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a three-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
Jimmy Horn here on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Ready, set.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
On the ground to begin this drive with Etienne. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. Xavier Legette, the target on that throw, and that takes them to 3rd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, are not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Collects this at the 35. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player as they head out to check on, looks like an injured Panther. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and 1.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st down, Purdy to throw. Now set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
With that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Watch out.
To the air again, Purdy. It's another 1st down mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Panthers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football's the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual
Hit by a man, and now he's in the clear. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. Just 1 play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Diamador Lenore, they're on the stop.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
With the ground. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
First and 10 from the 41.
Check pitch. Come on, set.
Now give this up the middle to ETN. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
This has been a trend, yet another interception. Diane Brown has it. And the 49ers are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Young's pass. Intercepted. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. First and 10 coming up. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
Good offenses, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after it.
First down, ball at the 36. From the gun, McCaffrey. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now first and 20. Looking to throw, Purdy. This is caught inside the 15. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Wrong play. This is McCaffrey. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. Purdy, a quick throw, complete.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Yes, sir.
Here with Robinson. And this is going to end behind the line. A great stop down in close. Let's see if they want to risk it now on 4th and goal.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks instead. Well, the defense is energized with that stop.
Just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. 4th down now, and on comes Jake Moody for the 49ers field goal. Only a 20-yarder here. Pressure coming from the right edge, and they block it! And they stop him before he gets much on the return. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. And we'll have have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start the second half with ETN. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
Ready.
Rush coming for Young. Short pass brought in. Still has some space inside the 35. Down the left sideline he goes. And he can't get the touchdown, Brock, but plenty of yardage. He goes out down near the 10. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
And the Panther 1st down.
Out of the gun to give to ETN. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swooning.
He'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
On 3rd down, it's Young. The throw is caught. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Fitzgerald sends this through. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Rindo to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. On the gun is Purdy. He's got Ayuk downfield. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a 49er 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Get set. Get set.
Purdy throwing here on 1st. Hits him on the out route. And he's not going to be able to add anything to that catch. So give him progress across midfield there to the opposing 46. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's such a good example, Kate. You don't have to be an elite runner to be a good thrower of the football on the run. The same fundamentals, the attention to detail to be a good pocket passer, they show up on the run as well. That's an excellent job in the completion. Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Back to the air on 2nd, Purdy. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Give him 24 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. To throw again, it's Purdy. Finds him over the middle. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Get set. Get set. Up.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
Pass brought in by Jennings. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers start the second half with some needed points. On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers make it 17 all. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Baker with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready, play.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They go right back to Etienne. Oh, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Following the play, one of the 49ers still pretty shaken up. Trainers getting out there to see what's wrong. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Here we go, red, yellow, 52 blue, set.
Young working from the gun. Fights off the pressure. Getting out to his left. He'll make a big for it on the ground. And Young with a smart move here on the slide as he picks up the 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Lays out left side and gets it. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st.
1st down, Carolina.
From the pistol, they're going to run with Etienne. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work and playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Here comes the screen for Etienne. They'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Impressive play, but they are well shy of the 1st down. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. It'll be Sam Martin doing the honors. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And they help him out of bounds after a gain of close to 3, so 2nd and 7 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They just get the play off. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. This game remains tied after 3, so we'll decide things right here in the 4th quarter. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Throwing the out route complete. Racing down the left side. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25.
baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
All set up now for 1st and 10. McCaffrey running between the tackles. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
27-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Get set.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 4th and long. Jake Moody now in a high-pressure spot. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. Oh, this is going to be close, and it's no good. He hooked it too far left. And we are still tied in the 4th.
Well, they got the chance to kick a potential game winner, Kate, and that's all that kicker wanted, a chance. Unfortunately, he didn't make it. And all he can hope now, tie game late here, is that his counterpart across the way, warming up in that kicking net, well, he doesn't get the chance to end it himself.
Here we go. Yellow.
Here's ETN on 1st down. He stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's ETN. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
He's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Play action now, Young. Completed over the middle. They may get this down to the 28. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. They'll come up 1st and 10.
1st down, Carolina.
Ready.
From the gun, ETN gets it. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
62 plus. That's right.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the 49ers are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Purdy to throw it. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Put some power on a deep one left. And he's there to send that one away incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
He fields it cleanly. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, first and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
ETN gets it on the draw. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
All right, all set up now. First and 10.
Let's go now. 45. White. Check.
ETN again. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, ready?
Nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
Here.
They look to throw it. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Set, cut. Black, 95. Ready.
To throw. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Now we give to ETN running right. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up second and 7 at the 40.
To the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Trying it right side with ETN. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Ready.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for third and 5. Throwing now. Trying to set up that screen, but it falls incomplete, and now they're facing fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete.
Big field goal try coming up here for Ryan Fitzgerald. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. It has enough leg, and it's good from deep. And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
You know what I love about that kick? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
The window to return it. He's brought down just inside the 25.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Here he is to throw. Has a man downfield. It's Jennings. And this one will get them into enemy territory. Hit and stops quickly. The catch moves him to the 48. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw. Into the hands of Kittle. And this going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that's a 49er first down. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Setting up to pass. Couldn't find a completion on first down. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's second down coming up.
There defensively.
Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Get set.
Here he is to throw. He completes it in traffic. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Now at 2 seconds left, we've got whistles and we've got a timeout. And up next, you'd assume a field goal trying to force overtime. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play.
49ers field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
The kick is good. He got it. And in the final moments, they force overtime. That's going to do it for regulation. So some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoffs. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Got to be able to make a stop, too. Window to return it. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
On the return. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's first and 10. First throw of overtime now. Finds him on the crossing route. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Well, the offense is certainly moving on the right track so far in past years for a potential game-winning touchdown. But let's not forget, Brock, the other side will get a chance to answer no matter what happens on this opening series.
Yeah, and that response is something for their defense to worry about. All these 11 gentlemen need to do is continue the steady progress downfield and getting that opening first down. So critical to any possession, but even more so in overtime.
That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Pretty throwing here on first. Hits his running back. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They got 24 yards on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. All right, so an important landmark crossed on that play. They're inside the red zone now, partner. Now, new overtime rules mean they can't win it with a touchdown, but more times than not, a touchdown does ensure they don't lose it on the next series either.
Yeah, and you do all this work, all this heavy lifting to get into the red zone, it's got to be a touchdown, and that's all you're thinking offensively. You are not going to feel good coming off the field if you got to settle for 3.
A chance to take the lead and set themselves up for a win. Gotta make this count as they come up on second down. He's taken down. The Panthers rush gets home. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down.
It's now third down and 3.
Get set.
On the gun is Purdy. Makes the catch. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. The cavalry trying to punch it in. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Looking to throw, Purdy. And guys, man, that's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers pull in front. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. The extra point is good, and that's a big one. Now their defense just has to defend a 7-point lead here in overtime. Well, in past years, this game would have been over on that score, but starting this year, their opponents get to respond as we are back underway. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Starting out trips right here. First and 10. Now he gets a shot here in overtime. Connects on the crosser. He will get this inside the 30.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He's got it near the 8. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7. All right, partner, Ryan, they're not going to look ahead down there just yet, but let's you and I do that. In the red zone, they need the touchdown first, obviously, but after that, they're going to have a decision. Brian, do you kick? And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And that'll leave them with just one remaining in overtime.
I know we talked about a rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with the quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Second chance at 6 here. It's second and goal.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Young. Look underneath here for ETN. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Looking to throw it. Buying some time right. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Okay, that's far from the first time we've seen him throwing to the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
So the 49ers take the win here in front of the faithful in Santa Clara. And it's going to be remembered quite a bit for the defensive effort right there at the end to steal away the last bits of hope from the opposing sideline with that interception block and officially end this game. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the 49ers as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.